What's going on, fellas? What is going on, YouTube? Today, I'm just going to piggyback off the subject I brought up yesterday. Why not be an owner-operator? Independent owner-operator. If you've been leased onto a company for a year, 2 years, you pretty much have the hang of it, you know. The only thing that's going to be difficult for you to do is to give up the down payment to open up your insurance account. In other words, go to a broker, an insurance broker, to insure your truck, your trailer, whatever it is that you're hauling. That's the only hard part about this whole system, this whole procedure that you're going to go through. Because your first down payment on your insurance, it's going to be from $1,900 to, I don't know, $2,600, depending on what it is that you're doing. That's just a down payment. That's just to open up your insurance account. That's the only hard part about it. Other than that, everything is downhill. You give that money up. 9 out of 10 times, there's somebody within that office that'll get you your permits, that'll file for your CA number, for your DOT number, whatever it is that you need. 9 out of 10 times, there's somebody there. Or you can go online yourself and get all that for yourself. But remember this, before you can get your CA number and your DOT number, you have to be insured. So a DMV is going to want to make sure that you have insurance on your truck before they give you them numbers. But look at it this way, fellas. If you look at your check, if you're leased onto a company, if you look at your check, you're already paying for your insurance on a weekly basis. You're already paying for your permits on a weekly basis. Registration, you're doing the same thing. You're paying it on a weekly basis. So why not take that step forward and be an independent contractor? There's a lot of good things about being an independent contractor, and there's a lot of headaches to being an independent contractor. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Being an independent contractor, when you first get started, it's not easy. It's hard because you have to hustle to find companies. And that's the best way to go about it. If you're an independent contractor, screw the brokering thing. That's the way I see it. Screw the brokering thing. But if you want to do the brokering thing, you want to work through a broker, more power to you. But for me, it's easier to work through a company. But that's going to be the hard part. To find brokers, to find a company that's going to factor your bills. If you're just going to go straight with the company, it's to find the company, to find the right company to work with, to keep you constantly moving. And if you do find that right company, don't close yourself out and think, they're going to keep me moving, because eventually they will get slow. And you got to have plan B, plan C, and plan D. So in other words, while you're working with that company, wherever you deliver to, talk to them and see if, you can pull their loads. You have to network. That's the main thing about this. Being an independent contractor, you have to network. You have to talk to people, and you have to have other companies to work for, other brokers to work for. You can't just get stuck on one broker, because if you do, you're going to go broke. You're going to go broke. You're going to get discouraged, and you're not going to want to do this. So look at your paycheck right now. If you're leased onto a company, look at it. you're already paying all that. All that, you're already paying it. It just gets deducted automatically. Now, once you become an independent contractor, you have to pay it. You know, you have to fill out the checks. You have to go online and pay all them bills, you know. But you have the freedom of going wherever you want. You have the freedom of pulling whatever equipment that you want because you're an independent contractor. You are your own boss, you know. So think about that. Being an independent contractor, it's one of the best moves I've done. I can't complain because whenever one company was slow, I jumped into another company. If you guys looked at my previous videos, I've never stopped my hustle. You know, I kept grinding, I kept looking, I kept talking, I kept networking. That way I would keep moving and I would keep these checks coming in. So think about that, fellas. Think about that. Being an independent contractor, it is a big headache. There's a lot of grind to it. But once you get the hang of it, believe me, it's a piece of cake, you know. Again, for me, what works for me is working straight through the company, not working through brokers. I have worked through brokers, and I mean, they're okay. They're okay. It's just I'd rather just deal with the companies, you know. And companies would rather deal with straight independent contractors, or what they call us here in California, Southern California, third-party carriers. They would love to just deal with us directly instead of dealing with the broker. Why? Don't know. But fellas, I'm telling you, if you look at your paycheck, if you're a leased on owner operator, you're already paying all this. You're paying it already. So why not be an independent contractor? Get the hang of it. Get the hang of it. Who knows? You might be that one guy that grows to, 20, 30 trucks. You might be that guy that sets up a logistic warehouse, So if you don't try, you'll never know if you made it. So think about that. Think about it. All right, fellas. Well, if you guys are out there driving, drive safe. Be safe. We'll see you guys on our next video.